Welcome to this channel. So this afternoon a friend sent this snapshot to me and I read it. Well, it is a hateful comment towards me. The comment have a lot of different type of accusation, but it doesn't have evidence to back up. So tonight I decide to share with you the traditional Chinese martial artists and the Wing Chun brother and sister in the West and around the world, so that you know what is going on. Now, when we want to write something, we always need to ask ourselves, what do we contribute to Wing Chun in positive and in constructive? One don't simply just write something because one hated something or for whatever reason. So I'm going to share with you what happened in the world now on Wing Chun. And let's read what this person is wrote about me. So here it said that if you follow Hendrik, you know he is alienated himself from the mainstream martial art community by discrediting, degrading, and debasing thousands of master and students from Hong Kong Wing Chun, along with other Chinese system. Enough with the Asian bashing already. He stands as a dilettante who compares and contrast style he no little about, did not study or complete. He presents his conclusions with narcissistic entitlement using extreme persuasiveness. Everyone wants to stand up in the crowd and be important. I get it, but let your work speak for itself on its own merit without the didactic rhetoric tearing away at your own culture. So this is the message accusing me on all this thing. Well, of course, the first thing he said that he accused me of discrediting, degrading, and debiasing thousands of master and students from Hong Kong Wing Chun along with other Chinese system. The second is enough with the Asian bashing already. The third is let your work speak for itself on its own merit without didactic rhetoric tearing away at your own culture. So this is what he thinks. Now let me share with you what is the reality, what is the truth, and what Hendrik do. Keep this YouTube so anybody 100 years later can know exactly what I'm presenting here today. Now let's look into what is the truth in Asia on Wing Chun. Now here is from the MMA Western boxer view of Wing Chun in Asia, okay? So 4 years ago, an MMA player is saying that the practice of the Wing Chun wooden dummy, why not you just go beat up the CPR dummy? Okay, this is in news. This is in news, okay? And then 3 years ago, you know this guy who is the single arm boxer who defeated that Wing Chun practitioner. So in his interview, he said that the traditional Chinese martial art is backward. And a year ago, this is Xi Xiaodong. He said that Wing Chun is a girly fish. And many of you guys see this thing and how he he showed how Wing Chun is a girly fish. Okay. So this is the view of Wing Chun in Asia. You like it or not, this is how the MMA practitioner in Asia, in China, in Asia, and Western boxer view on Wing Chun. Okay, like it or not, this is what it is. Okay, so this is evidence. I speak with evidence because this is a channel that we present evidence and science. This is for culture. This is not for other thing else. Okay. So this is what the young generation view. Now, let's look into the truth in Asia on Wing Chun, the Kung Fu master's view. So this is a book published 10 years ago. Yes, it has been written a book. Okay? So here it says that whether it's Wing Chun or Wing Chun, it's just a name. It doesn't matter, okay, even though it is improper, okay, the name of Wing Chun is improper, it doesn't matter, okay. So this is saying that, either your last name is the Brown or your last name is Lee, it doesn't matter, okay. Well, for Chinese, this is a really serious insult. It's like people tell you that it doesn't matter what is your last name. What does it mean? Okay? Not to say here, he said that, you see, Bruce Lee, how many Wing Chuners is making their living based on Bruce Lee? Okay? Over here, he said that everybody know that Mui is from the southern Shaolin, and Wing Chun is from Wing Chun. Okay? It is never from Songshan Shaolin, but in Fat San's Wing Chun's writing by Grandmaster Yip Man himself, black and white, Yip Man say that it is from Songshan Shaolin. Okay? And you can read it even in the Yip Man biography, the book. And then here it continues saying, the Kung Fu of the Kung Fu is from Shaolin, and Shaolin Kung Fu is from India. Logically, this sound like a truth, but it is not the fact. Well, what is this? This is attacking Grandmaster Yip Man, okay? And this is writing in a book. The book published 2010. Well, anybody know that, okay? Anybody have a rational mind know that Grandmaster Yip Man passed away at 1972. So if somebody have a different view, can they present evidence? Solid history evidence? You can say, well, I disagree with Grandmaster Yip Man, and this is the evidence. But this is not like that. This is just slam him saying that this Grandmaster, he is right, and Grandmaster Yip Man is wrong, okay? And make joke of like, all Kung Fu is from Shaolin, and Shaolin Kung Fu is from India. No, what type of thing is this? Do you think they respect Wing Chun? Do you think they respect Grandmaster Yip Man? And a side thing here, it comment too. The movie Yip Man, it is a second and third class movie. Okay? So forth. And only this year, it said that you guys Wing Chuner don't even know exact when is the birth year of Yip Man. How dare you use the Ming Dynasty and Qing Dynasty as the source of Wing Chun? No wonder you all Wing Chuners are really big cheater or scam artists. Okay? So this is the view how in Asia on Wing Chun and Wing Chun Grandmaster like Grandmaster Yip Man and the Wing Chuners. Okay? So you like it or not, in Asia, this is how the Asian treat Wing Chun. Is there any respect there? No, there's no respect there. Over here, for the young generation, over here, even the old generation who keeping talk about Mo Tak and all martial virtue and everything couldn't even be reasonable. Okay? Now, look at what I have done. I just showed 4 weeks ago that let's look into a 50-year-old message from Grandmaster Yip Man. Over here, it says clearly, this is an interview to Grandmaster Yip Man prior to his passing. He said that Wing Chun is not Wing Chun. Okay? Well, when an old gentleman, a Grandmaster, is passing, he knows what is important. Wing Chun is not bastard like this. Oh, it doesn't matter what is your last name. Okay? So he tell everybody, this is black and white. Okay? Now how come these people living in the 2010 cannot be reasonable like an old gentleman? Present your evidence if you want to speak or want to reason. But it is not. And that's why I make this video in my YouTube. You all can go watch it. I present evidence. And also here, does Grandmaster Yip Man really know Wing Chun? Just look at it by evidence, okay? So this is what I do in the West, in America, in Silicon Valley, okay? The same, I put out the YouTube on the true identity, root of martial art, name, and the founder of Wing Chun by history evidence. This is all by history evidence, okay? There's a Chinese version. And over here, I presented the General Qi Ji Guang's classic and in details, technically. So that's what I do. Also over here, I presented historical technical detail. Wing Chun is not white crane Wing Chun from Fujian. There is no need for Fujian Wing Chun or Tai Chi stuff for Wing Chun power generations. That's what I present in the West. Okay? So, I also presented Wing Chun is from the Shaolin Sword Strike. And Shaolin Sword Strike is based on General Qi Ji Guang's classic or teaching. And also, this Shaolin Sword Strike is from what? It's from Shaolin Temple of Henan. Thus, this is based on history research of the historian, Chinese historian, okay? Grandmaster Yip Man is correct by Chinese history evidence. So, whoever wrote this, he should apologize if it is by Chinese moral or the martial moral standard. Okay? Because he said that here, oh, Wing Chun is created by Mui. Mui is from the southern Shaolin. And here he said that, but Grandmaster Yip Man saying that Wing Chun is from Songshan Shaolin. Now, by evidence, Grandmaster Yip Man is correct. Okay? So, if we watch the movie like Yip Man 4, over here it say that in face of injustice, here is I must stand up, okay, and fight. This is in the movie, but for us, we don't want to fight. We stand up, we need to clarify with evidence. There's no need to fight because this is a democratic world, okay, a very civilized world. We show evidence. That was why we took up martial arts. So, we look at all this thing, and we look back on this person's accusation on me. Okay? So he said that I am degrading, debasing thousands of master and students for Hong Kong Wing Chun, along with other Chinese system. Well, sorry. Did I degrading or did I discredit Hong Kong Wing Chun, or I speak for Grandmaster Yip Man? I'm proven Grandmaster Yip Man is proper. He is right. He do not deserve to get put down just because of somebody's opinion or somebody have a big title like a Grandmaster. Okay? And over here I show by details. Anybody, any Chinese Kung Fu Grandmaster, if they don't like what I'm present here, they can present evidence. They can present evidence to show why am I not right. Why are they correct? This is a democratic, civilized world. We can talk by evidence. Okay? We can go to a university, get those researchers, and see whether what I'm talking is proper, is true or not, is based on evidence or not. And they can share their stuff. Okay? So, this is the accusation. Okay? And he said, enough with Asian bashing already. Well, in my channel, there's no Asian bashing. To the contradiction, we in America, we make this. Okay? We make this. Very detailed descriptions of General Chi Chi Guang. Very detailed descriptions of Wing Chun. We are actually here protecting the culture, the Chinese culture, the Chinese martial art culture, and the Wing Chun culture. Okay? We are not doing this. Bad-mouthing Wing Chun people, bad-mouthing Grandmaster Yip Man. We don't do this. We don't do this either. We base everything on evidence. Evidence. Okay? So over here it said, but let your work speak for itself on its own merit without tearing away at your own culture. Well, who tearing away the culture? Well, why don't you just go to Asia and ask these people and this Grandmaster people, who is the guy who tear apart the culture? We base on evidence here. 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 You can get the researcher of Chinese history, Chinese martial art in Beijing University or anywhere. We welcome them to examine on what we present in Silicon Valley. Okay? Again, our belief is this. In face of injustice, I must stand up to clarify with evidence. That was why we took up martial art. See, 160 years ago, Wing Chun ancestor, uprising for the people. It is not about, oh yeah, I want to be Grandmaster or so forth, so forth. Clearly, we see Grandmaster Yip Man was put down. Why do we have to leave it alone for 12 years? Can somebody say something? So again, the question to this type of people, hey, if you really care for Wing Chun, do you need to wait for 12 years before I say something? All of this is 4 years, this is 1 year. Well, why do you need me to put this on General Chi Chi Guang and the Wing Chun, the facts, the truth of the Kung Fu in details? Why don't you do it? Okay? So this is the issue. If one wants to make any kind of claim, one better have the evidence to support it. If one want to say something, one better ask oneself, what do one contribute to Wing Chun? This type of writing, if you look at that, it just like try to split me away from the Wing Chun people. And then even though they are talking about culture, but the intentions, you look at that, it is actually to destroy Wing Chun and to destroy Chinese Kung Fu culture. That's what it is. So, I open up this for you, the Wing Chun brothers and sisters around the world and in the West and around the world. Wake up. Wake up. Okay? This is the view from the young generation in Asia. This is the view from the older generations, grandmaster generations of the Asia. It is a time for us to base on solid evidence, to defend ourselves, to champion our own grandmaster, because nobody will do it for us. And in fact, even we have this, people still like to say this. Oh, how dare you guys using the Ming Dynasty and Qing Dynasty document to justify yourself. Well, you know what? Sorry to tell those people, this is the bloodline. You like it or not, it is in the history. If you don't have it, don't jealous, okay? We Wing Chuners are not scam artists. We Wing Chuners based on evidence. If you don't like it, go get those Chinese government's research center in their culture and the martial art to do research. Feel free to point out where here is wrong or improper. However, if you guys not be able to do that, then you have to be swallowing the truth. And Grandmaster Yip Man deserve an apology. Okay? This is a book. Now, if you have a book like that, you put it out there, nobody clarify this thing. Are you going to put Grandmaster Yip Man forever in the how to say that, in a really bad position in the history of Wing Chun? Well, Chinese really care for that. You don't do to those people who have passed away. Okay? I'm not here saying that Grandmaster Yip Man is the perfect person, but whatever truth he presents, well, accept it, okay? Instead of just bullying somebody who already passed away. So, my question is, if we want to contribute to writing something, we need to ask ourselves, what are we doing? Are we contribute for the good of Wing Chun, for the good of Chinese Kung Fu, for the good of for everybody? Or are we just doing whatever we like because we hate somebody, and obviously this person is hating me? And then he's hating Wing Chun too. He's trying to tearing apart. Say if you and I get into a fight, who is going to champion this? 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 So this type of stuff is really low, okay? So this is what I like to share with you. Wing Chuners, it's a time for us to wake up. We have a really solid, good art. We have a really strong foundations. It's time for Wing Chuners, brother and sister, work together to get to next century. So this is what I like to share with you. For me, I'm okay, whoever wrote this, okay? Of course, legally, there's a problem for people who write this thing in America, okay? Because one need to be really careful for what one's writing or accusing. On another way, I'm a Buddhist. My belief is very simple. Whatever you do, it is your karma. You will take it back. So for me, am I like what this person described? Well, his story will tell you who I am by this video, by this evidence. Okay? So this is what I like to share with you. Okay? We need to stick together and improve. Nobody will help us